Hey guys, welcome. Today we're going to be talking about the troop leading procedures, the 8 steps of the troop leading procedures. So getting right into it, the 8 steps: receive the mission, issue the warning order, make a tentative plan, start necessary movement, reconnaissance, complete the plan, issue the operations order, and then supervise and refine. So I'm going to take you through each of those steps and really talk you through like what we're actually doing in each of them. So I feel like a lot of times the troop leading procedures, we kind of hand wave them, right? Hey, we go through each of them, but there's some very specific things you should be doing in each of them, and if you do, it'll really bring some order and effectiveness to your mission, executing a mission, all right? And this is mostly talking about the platoon level. So receive the mission, a pretty simple step, right? We're going to get either a written or verbal order from higher, and we're going to analyze it. So next step, issue the warning order. There are only 8 minimum requirements in a warning order. So a common pitfall I see all the time is we take forever to get a warning order out. We think everything has to be in it. There's only 8 things. All right, the 8 minimum requirements of warning order are: 1, general location; 2, type of operation; 3 and 4, operational and planning timeline; and then the next 4, rehearsal guidance, planning and preparation guidance, movement to initiate, reconnaissance guidance. Get those 8 things put together, get it out to your platoons. I will add this though, all right? So where you do want to take some time is giving good task subordinate units, and those task subordinate units should be tasks relating to those the four tasks that we talked about out of the 8 minimum requirements. So rehearsals, reconnaissance, movement, and then planning and preparation guidance, all right? So you should be issuing tasks for each of those to each of your squads, and these are not mission specific, they're just generic ones. And that is all synchronized with a good, well thought out, backwards planned timeline. So those are the 2 things you really want to focus on your morning orders: those task subordinate units to get movement going, and then a good timeline to synchronize it all. Make a tentative plan. We have 2 processes we go through with 2 pretty commonly known acronyms, okay? So we got mission analysis and course of action development. That is how you make a tentative plan. We don't just jump straight into an op order, we go through those 2 processes. So for mission analysis, acronym is MET-TC: mission, enemy, time, terrain, troops, and civilian considerations. Specifically at the platoon level though, we focus on 3 of those: mission, enemy, and terrain. All right, so for mission, we're looking at higher's mission, we're pulling out implied, specified, and essential tasks, as well as our commander's intent. The next one, for terrain analysis, the acronym we use is OPORD. Terrain analysis is notoriously neglected. We go through OPORD: obstacles, avenues of approach, key terrain, observation, fields of fire, cover, and concealment, and we put a lot of analysis into this. But before you begin your analysis, there's a thing that you want to create called a GDOT. All right, and we'll talk about that more in a subsequent video. We're going to do a GDOT, then that'll help us do our terrain analysis. Enemy analysis, we analyze composition, disposition, strength, capabilities, and most likely and oftentimes most dangerous courses of action. The products that we use to help us brief those and to analyze them is a doctemp, doctrinal template. Think a line wire diagram for the enemy. So with the task org, and then doctemp also has a task and purpose and like the enemy's expected mission statement on it. And then we have a sittemp, which is the enemy's scheme and maneuver. So that should be very detailed also, just as detailed as your actions on scheme and maneuver, honestly. Should have all subordinate elements with key weapon systems, etc. So again, we'll get into this more in another video. But that's MET-TC. Those are the things you should really put a lot of time into: mission, enemy, and terrain, all right? Once we've done our mission analysis, we move into course of action development. And the acronym we use for that is AGADAP. Analyze relative combat power, generate options as 4 sub-steps: doctrinal requirements, decisive point, and task and purpose. Then we have a array of initial forces, develop scheme maneuver, assign headquarters, and produce your concept sketch and statement. All right, so that is how you put together your base plan at the decisive point. And that usually turns into your phase 3 or your actions on scheme and maneuver graphic, okay? So that once we go through those 2 processes, MET-TC and mission analysis and course of action development, we're done with making tentative plan. Now we move on to start necessary movement and reconnaissance, which really those are very platoon oriented, like our whole platoon's working on those, especially with the help of our NCOs. And then we get into complete the plan, all right? And this is the step most people jump to straight out of receive the mission. To complete the plan, we go back through the op order and we just start filling in all the blanks. So you should have a really good, solid, hopefully laminated, just op order shell that you go and you fill in each time, all right? So this is where you do that. Everybody else in your platoon, they're all busy. They're doing things. They're doing rehearsals, PCCs, PCIs, etc. You, along with the help of your squadron's platoon sergeant, you got to complete the plan and build the op order. An op order, completing the plan is a team effort. It's not just the PL doing it all by themselves, all right? You build the op order, then you issue your op order, and then you supervise and refine. So I know that was pretty basic, but hopefully it kind of helped you conceptualize a little bit better the TLPs. They're neglected. We often don't do them quite the way we should. And in subsequent videos, we're going to deep dive into each of those and go into a little bit more detail. So, hey, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.